The Department of Geomatic Engineering has been at the forefront of training students, training the personnel that champion spatial development in our country. Our alumni have been involved in national development, involved in spatial technologies, both locally in Ghana and elsewhere. If we are to start mentioning the names of products from this humble department that have blazed the trails of spatial science and technology, there are a lot. I wouldn't finish. I would like to make a special mention of those who toiled at the start of this program. We had people like Professor Small, who I never met. I did have a meet with lecturers when I was doing my postgraduate studies at the University of Nottingham. Professor Vidal Ashkenazi, who incidentally went to be with the Lord just this April. He was one of the foremost geodesists in the entire world, Professor Vidal Ashkenazi. He was one time a lecturer in the department. We also blessed with the late Professor Wudamate, who is also a foremost geodesist from our department. Dr. Okan, Mr. W.K. Crunchy of blessed memory, Mr. S.W.K. Crunchy, Mr. W.K. Ba, who was here, and then two amazing lecturers of mine who are no longer with us, Mr. A.B. Ajiman and Dr. B.E.K. Pra, and several others who contributed greatly to the development of this department. We are also honored to have Professor Duka, who was one of the very first students when the department became, when the program became a department. And to date, he's the longest serving member of faculty. He's still lecturing, still strong. I need to learn the secret of Mr. Ba, who is 89 years and climbs steps, and Professor Duka, how they did it. We are also blessed to have Professor Fosu, who was part of the second generation of students. So he's been here a very, very long time. Very, very long time. And he has not only been teaching, but he has been contributing from his own resources to the department. In fact, just about a week ago, I asked him for a favor to get 2 more instruments to train our third years. And he has graciously agreed to, I don't know if he's giving or lending us some instruments. Let's thank him for that. Third years, come and thank him. Otherwise, 354 will not be nice for you. So these 50 years, we've been blessed with people that you've been introduced to, and there are several others, which you'll be meeting as we go on with our programs. And as you heard from the provost, in the year 2005, the year I graduated, the program was changed to Geomatic Engineering. In my class, we have a very funny way of calling our degree, because we were admitted as geodetic engineering students, and when we were graduating, our certificate was Geomatics Engineering. So our transcript is geodetic, and our certificate is Geomatic. So we call ourselves Geomatic Engineers. We were the very, very first group that they began calling us Geomatic Engineers. We had to evolve, or would have died out as a department. Now, as we stand at the cusp of the 4th industrial revolution, we need to again evolve. We need to incorporate new technologies such as AI, blockchain technology, several other technologies in our training. So as we are changing, we are actually updating our curriculum we are bringing in some of these technologies, some of this new knowledge into the program. Well, to want to adapt, to evolve without the resources will be a dream. We cannot be a department that is ready for the 21st century if we continue using the instruments and the resources that we had yesteryears. So, on this occasion, I want to encourage our partners, our alumni, our lecturers, and everyone else to support us as a department so that we can get needed tools and equipment to train the students so that they will be equipped for what's coming in this 21st century. We need instruments like our receivers, need UAVs, drones, we need echo sounders for hydrography, we need AI compliant computers for high performance computing. We need a host of other things. And we will use this occasion to encourage everyone, students, parents, alumni, industrial partners, to help us to get to this next level. As we celebrate 50 years as a department, we hail everyone that has made this department a strong department. I really, really want us to give a big hand to all the lecturers, both present and past and future, for this department. Let's give them a hand. In spite of all the challenges, these lecturers continue to contribute to this department. Let me tell you a secret. This program is being funded by the funds of the lecturers in the department. They have contributed to the department and they continue to contribute. So when you see your lecturers coming to class, you must respect them, you must honor them, because some of them chose to come here even when they had other opportunities. I also want to mention the technicians. They've had a lot of work on their hands. Optimally, we need about 8 technicians to work. Now we are working with about 3. So you can imagine the amount of work. As for the alumni, I'll meet you in Caucus and mention that some of the things for you. Some of the things, it's not nice to say it outside. So I'll let you know the state of the department address when I meet you. So we would encourage you to support us so that we can prepare ourselves. I also want to thank the most amazing group of students, the Geomatic engineering students from both Kumasi and Obuasi, who continue to study hard and to contribute. One of the things our students are doing is they are continuously producing base maps put online for our communities as part of their practical tasks. I think we can show some of it to our distinguished guests to see what our students are doing. I want to thank all of you for being here. I want to thank our guests that have traveled all over the country to be here. I am so grateful to you. Thank you so much for honoring us as we launch the anniversary. We know that with your support, we'll go on to be an even stronger department. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Prof. A round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen. Just as Prof said, the story of every department is written in the achievement of its alumni. And so today we are excited to have a few of those alumni here to share on their reflection of this 50th anniversary journey. And to begin, I'd like to invite Professor Alfred Alan Duca. If he's here. Prof, we welcome Prof to the podium since he's the first, one of the very first. Oh, louder, louder. So we give Prof a few minutes to share on some of the reflections of the department for us.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I'm given this opportunity to reflect on the journey of this department. I'm sure, I don't know whether we distributed, but if we didn't, you know that this department, as has already been said, started around 75, 76. Just briefly, what we know is that by the time we came 75, 76, there were some gurus who were already around. Certificate was there and diploma was there. I know one student, for instance, did certificate, he finished, did the degree, did the diploma, and then did the degree for 3 years. How many years? He did 7 years to get a degree. And of course, yes, he did 2 plus 2 plus 3. He's not here. And so those groups were here. But then back, I'm sure you also know, before then there were some who had physics and mathematics background who came to do 1-year postgraduate diploma. There were also, as has already been said, there were others who did civil and specialized in surveying. So those are the groups. But 75, 76, we started actually the degree BSc. And so it means if you look at me, I have been here 50 years or 51 years. So it has gone thus far, and there has been many changes, as you have already heard. So the department had gone far, and so all around in the country there are many surveyors or geodetic engineers and geomatic engineers who are here. So thank you very much for this opportunity, and thank you for also coming to just open this thing and hearing much about the department and what we can do after this. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, the next person that we'd like to call upon will be Professor Collins Fusu. We would also like him to also step on the podium and share a few words of reflection with us. A round of applause for him as he steps up. It looks like we caught a few off guard today.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak to my colleagues, members of staff, and students. Now, before I start, I'll make a few clarifications. Professor Duka was here. The actual degree course started in 76, 77. However, Professor Duka came in as a civil engineering student. Then they joined us in second year. So when we were in first year, they opted from civil engineering to come to second year geodetic engineering. Okay, so that is how it, so more or less he was our senior, but we all came as a department, as the provost said, as an independent department from civil engineering. It started in 76, 77. In Professor Duka's class, there were only 2. Then later, as he said, people who have done physics, statistics, and others joined them. Okay, so we were running a special geodetic engineering degree course. So you get your degree from Mass, you come here, and then do another 2 years and get another degree. Later on, people felt getting 2 degrees was not the proper way out. Rather, we should make it a master's degree. We were 6 in number. Our class was 6 in number. So we didn't have too much problem with equipment. In those days, we have been given some equipment from Leica and others. So even 6 in number, you need laborers to carry the equipment into the field. And I don't know whether Mr. Dramana's class you were about 8 or 12. They were less, 5. So in our time, we used to have these laborers following us to practicals, carrying our equipment for us. However, as the time went on, the same equipment that were given us from the onset never increased. So you can imagine, now there are about 120 people using the same equipment 6 people use. So that's why I'm sure the head of department is appealing to everybody to contribute with the advent of new equipment and others. The department was a very interesting place. We used to have our late Professor Udamati. I remember the normal orientation when those days all the professors have lined up. All of them will talk and talk. Professor Udamati will get up and tell you that the only thing you can say that you come and see. Yes, come and see. So, and then you sit down. That is all. He has nothing more to tell you. And actually, we understood it. When some of us came in, we realized that, for instance, personally, I didn't choose geodetic engineering. There was this man who was an assistant registrar, J. Kusi, in the main administration. He knew my friend, my brother, who was a finance officer. And then he told him that this new course is very good because he did geography and started working for land economy. And he said this new course that is going to produce surveyors is a very good course. So go and change your brother. I prefer to go